I'm here with Sister Margaret Ng, who is now the Regional Coordinator, New South Wales, for the Australian Catholic Religious Against Trafficking in Humans. Congratulations on your appointment, Margaret.
Thank you. It's actually a privilege.
Margaret, can you just tell me a little bit about the work you've been doing? You've been working in this area of human trafficking and accompanying people for many years. Can you just tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, 12 years ago, I came from Perth, having heard about human trafficking, to see what... I'm a sister of St. Joseph, so we were looking at what we could do to help people who have been trafficked. So in 2005, I migrated over, more or less, from Perth to Sydney to see what can be done. Mm-hmm. And during that time, I attended court cases and then also met people in the detention centre and worked in partnership with Salvation Army, who have accommodation for 10 beds for women or children, or women and young people who have been trafficked.
Okay. You said you worked with Salvation Army. Is that one of the organisations you work with? Or?
That's right. We have an MOU with Salvation Army, and I accompany them, I mentor them, I visit them once a week at their accommodation, and we share stories and develop trust and encouragement for each other, especially as they are from different cultures.
Right.
We learn together through food and through stories.
Is it just women that you work with?
Not necessarily. I've had men too, like Filipino boxers who were trafficked, and also with cooks who had been trafficked. Mm-hmm. I have had experience with one from China and someone else from India.
And where do these people come from mainly? You said China's now.
Well, could be Asia Pacific, but now you could be from Europe or even Africa.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's a wide range of people.
It is.
Yeah. And what's it look when you're like in Australia? A lot of people don't see this as a problem, human trafficking. What's it look like with
Well, it's right at our doorsteps, and we're not even aware of it. See, like when I give talks to people in churches or in schools, and I say, what does a person who's been a slave look like? And people kind of think of people in chains, but actually they're like you and me. And like people in the pews or people in the street, you might be walking by somebody who has been enslaved.
And what sort of businesses would they be sort of coming from, do you think, or involved in that makes it hidden?
Well, in the past, people thought it was just about sex slavery. Yep. People working in the sex industry. But actually, more and more, we are becoming more aware of other industries and also in domestic servitude. We've had one case in New South Wales of organ transplant, which didn't go through. Unfortunately, but there have been other cases of people in domestic servitude, even in the embassies, and I've met a few of those people, and people who've been brought over to work by families and have been abused and exploited, and their passports taken away, or told to work all day and all night, and at the whim of the owners saying that I need something to eat or I need something for my child. You've got to do it. Yeah.
One just final question: are you working with government agencies or any? Is that part of your involvement?
Yes.
Like police or other legal areas?
Well, with the Red Cross, and now we're more and more aware of forced marriages and people working in the farms, in agricultural areas, and we've had exposés on TV, and there's more to come yet. But I think the most important thing is like knowing whom to contact. And I'm part of a network as well of Sydney network for people who have been trafficking network. And also with Salvation Army, Red Cross, Stop the Traffic. Everybody is into working together.
Network.
Nobody can do it alone.
It's a network.
Networking is of extreme importance.
And the federal police are also involved in some way?
Yes, they are. We've just had a conference, kind of a seminar workshop on forced marriage, and they update us on the issues. And we also say what we know about the issues, because we've met people who have been part of the forced marriage situation. And why would they tell the police, and why would they tell on their parents or adopt them in? Because they are their parents and they love them and they don't want them to go to jail.
Yeah, makes it very hard,
marriage.
doesn't it? Yeah.
It is.
Sister Margaret, thank you very much for this interview, and congratulations again, and I wish you all the very best in your work.
Thank you.